Welcome back, guys, to the UMG Xbox One LAN. Eager currently taking on ElevateAggro, getting the best of the matchup in the first set, or in the first game, excuse me. The last time these teams faced off, though, at an event was at MLG New Orleans, where it was Elevate coming out on top 3-1. We'll see if Elevate can run it back and kind of match their performance then.
Well, Elevate won the first game of that series, right? This time, Eager wins the first game. I wonder if this is going to tilt Elevate. Remember, you have two players that weren't on the roster at MLG. Cloud has been replaced by Aggro. Chapo has been replaced by Wiggles, who moved from support, who is now Pooka, who was ADC, who was replaced by Hotbo. Like, oh, it's just musical chairs.
Game 2, though, Elevate going to be first pick, first ban. They're going to take away Hell immediately. Same first ban that we saw last time.
Wukong taken away as well. It's going to be Sobek. Wow, favoring the Sobek over the Xingqian. Elevate maintaining their first seed. First pick.
That just I don't know if that's a shot at Jellly or kind of like something for Hotbo to make sure he feels safe, because Jellly was putting so much pressure early on to Hotbo that Aircougar was allowed to get that early lead, especially that first blood. Hotbo might just be scared of Jellly Sobek.
With that, Elevate first pick. Oh, I don't think they're going to. No, they're going to run it back.
Guan Yu?
Wow.
I mean, Uzzy controlled the lane, I would say. He had some nice rotations,
but he wasn't part of any of the major team fights that like won them the game.
There was neither solo laner was the impact that really decided the game at all. Really, even the team fights, right? It was really Matt Koiz on the Hunbats more than anything.
So far, we got a run back.
You think they decided to run it back?
And that'd be hype.
We've seen it once. I've seen this once.
This is
where
Ymir
like the teams just
and
decided to run
Isis,
back.
Right?
It was Isis.
Ymir Hoyi.
That was it.
Ymir Hoyi.
No, we can't run it back though because of the Sobek ban.
Oh,
I realized
that's true. That's true.
We just run back with the replaced support, right?
Let's see.
I don't think he's going to the Hoyi again.
Elevate has option. Looking for 2.
Elevate could look to honestly grab the Hunbats away from Matt Koiz as well, if that's kind of the ground they're looking at. It would more be a shot to make sure that, you know, Eager doesn't get their core once again. Game 2, though, guys, this is going to be an important one, really, for Elevate. They cannot allow Eager to get 2 wins in a row. They can't put that pressure on themselves to have to win 3 games, to have the full run back.
In competitive Smite, how many times have we seen the full best of 5 run back? TSM did it against AFK.
That's the only time it won.
Right. Titan made 2 games. They forced a 5th but lost at Worlds. But other than that, I don't think we've ever seen.
It was the summer finals, TSM versus AFK. I think that was it.
I think that's actually been the only one.
All right, guys, we're going to be right back after this short break, though. We're going to get some technical issues sorted out and make sure to get back into Game 2. Welcome back, guys. Game 2 underway. We're in picks and bans. So far, we've had the run back. Guan first pick, Xing, Janus in response, and the same bans outside of the Sobek, which it really seems that Elevate, and more specifically Hotbo, does not want to deal with after Jellly really controlled the pace of the game in Game 1.
Option to Elevate, it's going to be Hoyi. No surprise there.
Ymir?
And Khepri.
Okay, Khepri. So no Ymir this time. It's going to be the Khepri. More than likely, almost guaranteed to be support. I mean, Weaken and Envy over on the PC, the only other team who does anything with it outside of there.
I mean, he can solo.
Yeah.
It's actually really hard to fight him in solo lane.
Especially if he gets a lot of potions, just like out-pokes you. Just, ugh.
Plus, you throw the Rising Dawn through your melees and their melees and archers, so you reduce the damage the melees take. It just gives you insane push. Hunbot's going to be locked in again for Eager. No surprise there. Matt Koiz having a very good game last game, and like I said before, he finds something that works, and he sticks with it until it doesn't.
I mean, there's really, I don't see any big need for Eager to switch their team comp. It worked out so well for them. The big question this game is, what are Elevate going to be taking into the jungle to match up against it? We know they're going to have the Hoyi, so that matchup could be the same if Aircougar elects to go the Xbalanque. But last time we saw this, Elevate ended up banning Medusa here, because that's what Hotbo didn't want to deal with. And it is going to be the same thing. Even though Aircougar had a fantastic game on Xbalanque, his Medusa is too good to let it go through.
See, I don't even know if it's Hotbo that doesn't want to deal with the Medusa. I feel like it's just like, don't give him Medusa, right? It's
is that like the entire scene just like, we're not dealing with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Picking phase once again for Eager. They need a Hunter. and they need a support. It's going to be Kumbhakarna.
Kumbhakarna, you actually talked to me about this. This is a pick that, really favored Gustavy back when he was a support for Elevate. This pick, on Xbox, everything's just a big circle, right? It's so hard to miss.
This is my favorite character on Xbox. Full CDR. Just go Breastplate of Valor, Mail of Renewal, or Spirit Robe, doesn't matter which. And you just throw mezzes everywhere. It's obnoxious. And
So
there's just no way to deal with it.
Kumba is probably one of the most frustrating characters in the game. It's going to be Poseidon picked up here. Eager banned that out last game, so they were looking to take a shot at Aggro, but Aggro going to be getting his Poseidon, it seems, in game 2. And Athena going to be locked in, more than likely heading over to Pooka. And that's no. Okay, well. Jungle Athena? Please don't be Jungle Khepri. Please don't be Jungle Khepri.
It's got to be Jungle Athena.
That's what we say now. Final pick coming through, and Aircougar, no need to switch it up for him. It's going to be the Xbalanque locked in, so Eager, they're on the run back outside of their Sobek being banned away, and we're going to be seeing Jellly play that Kumbhakarna. Elevate, on the other hand, they've switched it up a little bit. Now they have a Poseidon instead of the Isis, but for me, it's going to be the Guardian jungle no matter what. So the question is, how aggressive are they going to be, if at all?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I feel like Elevate's probably going to take a back foot here. Even with that Poseidon, I think unless they're guaranteeing that center Kraken, I think they're going to take a much slower pace this game. Not because I think they're going into it thinking, all right, we need to change some things up. I think that Aggro is just going to be a little bit shaken with how much he was getting rushed down, that I think he's going to try to play much more safely.
Aggro played so well last game, too. His Spirit Balls were on point. His synergy, I think, with Pooka is probably the biggest thing. So many taunts directly into Spirit Balls. Every single engagement. We really saw when Elevate won a fight, it was based all around clutch Spirit Balls and the synergy between Pooka and Aggro here. Game 2, though, about to get underway. You can see Eager there. Looks like they're already prepared and ready to go. Look at it. Look at them start. Look at Eager. Look at Aircougar specifically.
I mean, they're just laughing there, have a good time.
He's just like so like that was game 1 too. Like before it started, they were just so casual. They feel so comfortable right now.
You just call them casuals? Well, I actually play on Xbox. That's rude, man.
Don't do this to me, Tian. I don't know how to respond to that. Of course not, dude. Xbox is hard. Bart bodied me on Xbox.
Stop! Don't say that.
Bart bodied me on Xbox.
Your Twitter feed. Oh no. Dude, guys, make sure to tweet it at Donison. Ask him more about that.
Yo, his Hou-Yi went in.
Stop.
I'm just saying, Bart's good on Xbox.
Stop it.
I don't mess with him anymore.
The only thing Bart's good at is wearing sandals and shorts when it's too cold for those
He's
things.
great at that.
He is very good.
He loves his Chacos.
His what?
His Chacos?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Oh.
Group up by Elevate here early on. You could see Eager deep wards into Elevate's jungle. They weren't able to get or they didn't get out of position, and it will be the Athena jungle. Thank God it's not Khepri. That's all I'm saying.
Thank
God
man.
It's not Khepri.
Why are you being a hater?
Hey, you were talking bad about it too.
It's not.
It's really not. I don't know. Weekend just does it, man. Weekend just does whatever he wants, though, I feel.
So the second game in a row, no invades, and very light warding coming out from Elevate, whereas Eager all over the map.
I don't know about that no invades. You can see, look at this group up by Eager. They're looking at mid camps, it seems.
Mid-purple invade, possibly.
That's what I would imagine here. They're going up against a...
They're not really posturing for
Hotbo
it, though.
And Pooka. I mean, this may just be a different start that they're looking to do.
So Groggy Strike was taken early. Only really good when used in a immediate situation. They're not going to go for the invade. They're just going to take the mid camps. This is going to put a little bit of pressure on Eager to also contest and take those right camps as well. Neither jungle set has managed to take that blue buff yet. We should be getting in that timing in about 2 seconds, depending on their quickness. A little bit later than normal on both sides, but they're about even.
Hotbo and Pooka, they're rotating in. Hotbo going to miss 1 creep. Not hit level 2 when he needs to. Mid camps, though, Matt Koiz doesn't look like he wants to give these up. Aggro and Gustav.
I mean, if neither side get it, that's a win for Eager. Because they still have the red buff to do as well.
And maybe that was their plan. Maybe they didn't necessarily want to fight. They just wanted to look for the farming, so they're happy with this trade. Ooh, Oh, I thought Matt Koiz jumped in place for a second. I was like, what? He is going way too aggressive, but...
But, I mean, it's Whirlpool and Shield Wall. Like, you're not going to outpush that. With that right side, camps will go to Elevate. They still have the red buff and back camps, which they should be able to do both of right now.
Hotbo getting pressured out here. Already on under half mana. He's not going to be able to fight really at all.
I mean, I think a better analysis is he has 1 shot left, right?
Maybe one and a half.
Does he have a monopot going right now? No, he picked a health pot, so he's not getting any back. There it is.
Oppo in a lot of trouble here. Does he have his jump? It looks like he does not. No, he does, but not needing to use it there, holding it, making sure he doesn't waste any mana. And that might have been Jellly's thing, right? We may not have kill potential here, but maybe I can bait out his jump, force his mana out, and then we just have full lane control.
In fact, the opposite happens, right? It was extra mana used from Aircougar. Hoppo, very extreme patience right there, considering how the first game went. You would have expected him to be a little bit more jumpy.
Aggro and Gustavy here just controlling the mid so far. They're going to be rotating to their back camps, just trying to hit 5 as soon as possible. And, you know, this is a pretty deadly time frame for Eager. When Poseidon hits 5, which is going to be either in the next wave or in the next back camps, they don't have any actives this early on. I mean, there's not a single Beads, there's not a single Aegis, and with Gustavy having this taunt on Athena, they could just one-shot someone who's not paying attention, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do.
Little bit early on that. Whirlpool, yeah, Kraken only going to hit 1. Sambam still actually gets picked off. Matt Koiz, though, turning it around and taking down Gustavy. That's a big win right there for Elevate.
Aggro finding the first blood, though, so important. You know, for me, it seemed like he was a little bit delayed, though. Gustavy might not have had to die there, but still they find that first blood, and it's on to Aggro as well, and that's what you really want to see, is you really want to make sure your mid laner, especially such an aggressive mid laner as Poseidon, have that early first blood so he can start working into boots.
Whoa, look at this. Jellly in some trouble here. Mez going to be good, and not rooted, but he will go down. Janus might be able to save this. No, too many people coming over. Now, they might be able to turn something here. I think that's the big deal. And it looks like they're looking for Pooka, but he will be res. 25% health coming back his way.
Rotation coming in from Aggro, and actually, Matt Koiz could be in a little bit of trouble. Hoppo not able to find the last couple autos. Didn't look like Hoppo wanted to be too aggressive there, especially with Sambam waiting. Unstable Vortex still swinging this early on, but it's going to be, once again, a 1-for-1 trade. Support being traded out, I believe, for the...
Support. For the jungle.
For the jungle.
Second time that we're going to see Wiggles go back. I think we're just so used to seeing him in the support role.
And that's fine, honestly. You know, Athena taking a spill there isn't that big of a deal for Athena. It's really about having the levels, and as long as her levels are even with Matt Koiz, she doesn't need items. She needs boots and, like, one other, like a breastplate or a void stone.
Well, she also has already died once, which means her bounty is worth less, on top of the fact that they not only killed Kumbhakarna, but they took his Sleepy away. That, in my opinion, is a win for Elevate.
And Jellly actually could be in a little bit of trouble here. Nice Mez, but the Kraken is waiting.
Wow.
He's going to be forced to ult, but look at this. Uzzy's going super deep looking for Jellly. I don't see Jellly getting out of this one.
I will miss you. And right there, right, Sleepy might have made the difference. But it's already on cooldown. 3 kills now for Elevate as they take an early lead.
About 1,200 gold lead, and I think they hear this speed buff being taken. You see 4 members rotating in. They're going to be looking for Dwurst, but it doesn't look like Dwurst is going to be getting out of position anytime soon. They're just going to be looking at that blue buff.
Let's get some hey guys in the chat. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Please stop. You're ruining chat. You're ruining my chat experience, Brandon. Hotpo having a much better game too so far. 1-0-0. Got about a 200 gold lead on Aircougar, who hasn't died yet, and he also has his Devo's Gauntlets online. Last game, it was Aircougar getting his online at like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, Aircougar had such a strong lead in Game 1. Game 2, though, Hotpo, this is going to be his chance.
3-2 now. We're going to go back to the mid lane following Gustavy and Aggro. Aggro, I assume the Kraken is still down, yes? A few more seconds. Can we see the timer? 22. You see 3 people. They're going to go for it. A little bit off the mark. Jellly actually going to go real deep. Fear no evil. Going to push them maybe off the tower line. But it's Gustavy that's the target here. And Athena's so tanky. Going to pull him back in, but no, doesn't get it in time. It's Jellly forced to escape in a what looked like a 3v2. 2
ultimates used there, Jellly and Matt Koiz, who threw out that Fear No Evil. And Hoppo, he's outboxing Aircougar. Does he have a stun here for the Sunbreaker? No, he's actually going to knock him off.
He caught it! Destruction right there. Hoppo had the mark of the Golden Crow on Aircougar and uses the dive bomb. The very tiny amount of CC he gains in the knockback stops the Rising Jaguar before it gets into the CC immune portion of the dash and finds the...
I heard Hoppo yelling. I heard, like, through our headsets, I heard Hoppo yelling. He was pretty excited about that one, and now has full control. Pooka just going to take a little bit of poke. There's no way Matt Koiz is going to commit to that,
man,
especially without
I
ult.
wonder what's going through Aircougar's head. Is it just like, damn, that was a good play, or I can't believe he hit me? Because those have two different mentalities when it gets back to lane.
We'll have to see. It really, can Aircougar recover, or can Hotbo really abuse Aircougar like Aircougar did to him in Game 1? That's my question.
Did he get this? No, a little bit too late. Dwurst will find himself against 2. He throws out the shout, but it's not going to be good enough. But it looks like Uzzy will join Gustavy in the speed buff to get some extra experience, although he definitely didn't do enough damage. He actually just wasted about 4 seconds there. As a result, will maybe not miss too much experience, especially if Xing 10 pushes, but it's lane offense.
Aggro looks like he wants to fight at these mid camps. You can see he's not putting himself in a position to be seen. He knows where Matt Koiz is.
He knows
Elevate have
they're
that
baiting.
sentry ward, but Jellly's rotated in as well.
Gustavy has blink. Check it out. He could actually go through. Uzzy very low right now, but Dwurst doesn't have any mana either, so I don't know if he'll be able to follow this up. Mid lane, they're looking for the combo here. Does anyone not have beat? Does Sambam not have beats?
Sambam has nothing.
He doesn't have
one
Aegis or
taunt and
beats?
he should die.
Does he not? Does he? He must really like the base.
I'm assuming so.
Base is nice.
I think it came down to that decision where he really wanted to finish his boots in case he had to use his ultimate to just have that lower cooldown, and he just didn't have enough for an active. But he's going to take a trip back to base, and I'm assuming here is where he'll pick up his beads. Beads 1 picked up for Sambam, but Jellly in a little bit of trouble. Sleepy should be activated, but there might be too much damage. Jellly going to ult out and be safe for... You know, Jelly's, I would say, had to sit in this lane because of it. We've seen a lot of roaming from Pooka, which has allowed Hotbo to get even further ahead because he's not having to split that experience in gold each wave.
Man, it's just so close for Eager, considering how far they've fallen. I've expected this to be more than the 2K lead, even though it's only the 2 kills. I just feel like there's been so much pressure around the map from Elevate that I'm surprised that it's as close as it is.
Oh, look at this. Matt Koiz waiting in the jungle. Ultimate going to be used. Aggro, though. Beads nicely going to get out there. Pooka as well.
Hey.
Jelly's had the big rotation, and it just seems to be all over. But Aggro, he's going to be the first to fall.
Oh, Pooka hit the wrong target with Khepri. The entire ultimate's going to be wasted here. He's forced to jump away, and you're going to see Gustavy follow right after. A big win right there for Eager. This could spell a Gold Fury win.
Important rotation for Aircougar as well. He's able to pick up a kill, close the gap between himself and Hotbo, and get that extra 5 damage on his passive. You can see Gold Fury. It was kind of thought about by Eager, but they're not going to commit to it. Hotbo rotated in, and a teleport from Uzzy going to make sure and guarantee that that won't happen.
Uzzy not in a great spot here, considering
He needs to get back to lane.
Way across the map. He stopped for the mid camps. He doesn't have teleport. He's looking to fight. This is a really good chance right now for Dwurst just to start pushing that lane down as hard as he can.
He's also got the blue buff to steal as well, and Uzzy continues to really sit in this mid lane. Hotbo...
Looking for the bounce, maybe?
Pretty sure it's already been used. I'm assuming because he hasn't used it yet, but
Got him.
he's going to get it there. No mana for Aircougar. I don't even think he has enough to dash out. A couple more autos will secure it, but Jelly's rotated in, and Aircougar's going to get out of that one.
Okay, so Unstable Vortex still available, but very low mana cost, or rather mana pool. As a result, will be safe for now. Hoppo was just a little bit late on that ultimate. It looks like he was trying to save it for a little while longer, and he didn't place it well. You'll notice that about 50% of the ultimate was used on his side of the map compared to the path that Aircougar had to take. Had it been pushed up a little bit more and Aircougar would have had to walk a little bit farther, there's a chance it would have been a kill. Look
at this, Dwurst rotating into this Gold Fury, but not going to happen. You can see Eager actually kind of double warding up in that one spot. Cougar could be in a lot of trouble. He's rotated in. Oh, but Hotbo, he missed the bounce, and he can't get over that wall. It's a little bit too far. Gustavy's rotated in to make sure that Hotbo can get out.
He's trying to get out of here as best he can. They're trying to fight. Let's actually listen in with Elevate right now to see what they're talking about. They have a chance at the Gold Fury.
Gold.
Don't actually
TP right.
We can give this up.
I got TP in 20. TP in 20.
Okay.
We can fight now.
I'm gonna ward here.
I'm backing. No, I'm not here. I'm not here.
He's not here. I'm doing red.
I'm coming for it. They're pulling gold. They're pulling gold.
I got TP.
I think they just sentry.
TP in 10.
Just check. Are they on it?
No,
they're not. Look for. I'm looking for dash on the left.
I'm not with you. It's just
pulling this then.
Then can we have this?
I need to do right side buffs and.
I have Salve.
Yeah.
I have Salve. Like I want a base and I can get a sentry again.
I'm backing. Make sure they don't pull gold here.
Okay.
Wait, before you back, check it, Pooka.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
There's 3 mid, 4
I
mid.
don't know what to buy. Look out. Just gonna build, thank you.
Remember, Cougar's playing
So not a lot going on there. You could see Elevate a little bit worried about the Gold Fury, but without a lot of action, it's just kind of a posturing in their comms, just making sure that they keep everyone aware where the enemy is at all times.
You know, I think also Eager got a little bit frightened there. They had the chance to pull the Gold Fury, maybe not take it, but they had the chance to force a pretty big power play, and they didn't take that option. They could have forced a teleport again from Uzzy. I mean, there was a lot of things they could have won there, but perhaps the fact that they're down by 2,600 gold frightened them a little bit.
Hoppo still about 400 ahead of Aircougar, but Aircougar does have that bonus 5 damage on his passive. I'd say if Aircougar can find another kill here sometime soon, then I would like to imagine that their builds would be virtually even with that bonus 10 power. For now, though.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It looks like Gold Fury, just the Sentry Warding. Hoppo going to get two trades for that, and Sambam's in trouble.
Sambam trying to get out of this one. Hoppo looking for the big bounce, doesn't find it. Dive Bomb not going to get it as well, and just barely as that portal was closing, he's going to get it. Matt Koiz diving in, but he pulled the Gold Fury.
Aggro's here as well.
Matt
Jellly
Koiz
going to
is
get that
getting
big knockup. And Hoppo caught it, but he's in his own Sunbreaker. There's the revive coming through. Jellly chasing down. He's in the middle of 4, but Matt Koiz in the back getting chased out by Uzzy, who rotated in. Hoppo going to live, hits the stun, and now Aircougar pulled back into the whirlpool. Aggro finds that kill. Hoppo somehow manages to get out, and then now Jellly caught between 4, but Dwurst has rotated as well.
Uzzy's here. Now, there's not a lot of ultimates remaining. Dwurst still has his.
Aggro
Aggro into
Aggro.
trouble, and he's going to get sent back. Athena ult channeling, actually reducing some of the damage, but doesn't get him. He actually lands with the Defender of Olympus for some damage himself. No ultimates remaining as the big mage damage coming out right there from Sambam.
Aircougar and Aggro, the 2 players traded out. They're still going to be sitting in base. Gustavy rotating to mid lane as Matt Koiz and Sambam are pressuring it, and actually Gustavy going real aggressive, but doesn't have any teammates around to follow up on that one. Just going to get some poke onto that Janus.
Even so, yeah, like look at that. Sambam taking a huge chunk there. Uzzy looking at it. Sambam and Jellly both have their ultimates available to them, by the way.
Jellly has been...
I don't know about all that.
Just everywhere.
Matt Koiz doing some decent damage. They're only level 12, though, fighting into Uzzy. But remember, Uzzy does not have his ultimate. But Uzzy is doing a great job just baiting them away. It looks like Aircougar's going to recognize this. He's going to go for the steal.
Oh, he stole it!
Are you serious?
Eager stole it. We're going to actually listen into Eager and see if they can turn this fight around, too.
We can get I'm ulting in. Fight. Knock up.
I'm out.
I got a lot of taunted. Kill him. Nice.
Push mid.
You're by yourself. There's no fall. We got him. Nice job.
Look,
He ulted the wrong person. That's my mez. I'm probably dead. I'll have a knock up soon.
I'm dead.
Knock it up and try. Oh,
I'm trying to come.
Let's go. I'm out. We got gold.
Yeah, I got it.
And we got hop.
That's a big kill.
1 for 2 in gold. They're gonna push mid.
Did you get it with your dash?
I'm not sure.
Kevin, how did he get the Gold Fury? I still don't get it.
I'm not sure myself, but somehow Aircougar walks out of that one. Dwurst, though, in the mid lane, he's looking for Aggro. Pooka finds the nice abducted. Cougar's in trouble. He's sitting in the whirlpool. Enough damage goes through. Aircougar falls down. Uzzy, he's rotated in with that teleport and is looking at Dwurst.
Wait, Sambam,
Aggro, can he
Spirit
get out?
Gun? No, not going to find it, but Dwurst still manages to find it. And with that, Sambam taking a long, very scenic route out of there. It'll be a 1-for-1 trade in the mid.
Wow. 2 kills and the Gold Fury. Eager so far. They're going to close the gap after that one. I don't know how he got that. Did he auto-attack and then Rising Jaguar?
The only thing that makes sense to me is that it was an auto-attack cancel. That or Rising Jaguar, it must have been like frame 1 as he left the ground, and he must have been right on top of it. I can't even... I actually want to go back and watch it in slow motion because I honestly don't understand how he took it.
Uzzy in the mid lane has Athena channeling on top of him. They're looking at Jellly. Sleepy should be activated. Matt Koiz going to throw out that Fear No Evil just to make sure that Elevator forced off of that.
God bless that damage reduction coming out from Rising Dawn. And then the heal from Conviction right as he hits the ground. They're going to go right in and finish this tower up. Elevate wants to try to extend that 800 gold lead by a little bit more. And with that, yeah, they're ahead by a fair amount. 1,500.
Small little lead. Really, this late in the game, not incredibly big. Uzzy, though, looks like he's just looking for poke for now. I mean, realistically, not going to be able to kill Matt Koiz. His ultimate is up, but so deep in the jungle by himself, actually taking a decent amount of poke.
Man, I just love the way that he's playing right now. Uzzy's being so aggressive. He's not letting them get away with positioning. He goes into the jungle and just aggresses nonstop. Gustavy sending some damage out to Dwurst. Dwurst unlikely to feel the most of this.
It just kind of looked like Elevate was on a different page there. Uzzy was doing wave, and Gustav comes in and throws a little bit of poke onto Dwurst. But for now, 8-6 in kills. The game separated by about 1,000 gold, 1,200 to be precise. Pretty dead even for the most part. But for me, a lot of it's been aggro. On this Poseidon, hit some really clutch Krakens, but has been getting dove without much protection. I mean, I believe Pooka earlier on missed the res onto him. He missed Scarab's Blessing.
Yeah. That I think was like the big fall in that team. Was that Jellly's ult?
I'm pretty sure that's the sound. I'm pretty sure Jellly's kind of...
And now he's just like, he's doing the thing where you make a mistake and you sit there and go, hey. You like wave.
Did you notice? Did it lag? Lag?
Gustavy trying to make the play, not going to find him in time. Aggro and Gustavy rotate over to Sentry Ward and take down that Gold Fury Vision. Rotating over towards left. Not sure what Gustavy's looking for here.
I mean, Gustavy kind of has just been all across the map, just constantly looking to fight and force anything to break out. 4 members, though, of Elevate grouped up on this left side, tier 1. You can see Eager rotating in through the jungle behind them, and Matt Koiz going to get taunted out. Not a lot of follow-up for Gustavy, and actually Gustavy going to take more poke in return for that one.
Jumping back here.
Ooh, hot bow.
Yeah, he's diving out as well. Elevate on the retreat, it seems, is all 5 members right now of Eager on the left side, even without the Gold Fury being up, but a rotation from Uzzy as well as the teleport goes off.
Neither team seems to want to commit, or more importantly, neither team has anyone out of position for now. Matt Koiz is going to get taunted out once again, take a little bit of poke. Aggro's there, and
Whoa.
that's going to be bad. I mean, Matt Koiz realistically can't get into this fight anymore, and that's Sambam's ultimate as well.
Oh, diving real deep, going all the way to the back line. Athena comes down, but no, this could actually be a really strong turnaround right into the wall. Double fear, ton of damage on both ends. Scare's Blessing coming out, going for the resurrect. They should be able to get out of here, but I don't know. Gustavy's very low.
You can see Uzzy still alive. Kraken coming through, hitting Dwurst. Jellly finds Gustavy, though. The Sunbreaker's raining down. They're going to be able to find Jellly after a couple more auto attacks, and so far, it's a 2-for-1. Actually, a 1-for-1, excuse me. Sambam, though, has no mana. Abduct going to catch him in place. There's the beats, but he can't teleport out. He used Unstable Vortex instead, and Sambam, he's going to fall. Dwurst teleporting in. Can he find anyone? It's only going to be Pooka.
They're going to give it that one to Sambam. Actually,
nice
Dwurst
stun.
didn't even have a part of that. They're trying to chase forward. Slow, not going to hit. Whirlpool placed down, forcing them to retreat around it, and I think that's going to be the end of the exchange. But remember the goal. Oh my God, is he going?
Dwurst is going in. He's going to throw out a little bit of poke, but it's
They
not
should be
gonna
going
enough.
to Gold Fury.
At the very least, that even Dwurst just diving in and wasting a couple more seconds, this is going to be a Gold Fury. Aircougar already on it. There's no one up for Elevate who's going to be able to get to this in time. I'm pretty sure teleport's still down.
Is this free?
28 more seconds.
They don't even focus on the ward. They know it's free. Team Eager, big comeback off that. They got way too aggressive diving that tier 2, and it was a beautiful whirlwind right into the Fear No Evil that spells maybe an even exchange, right? But what happens is Elevate is forced to retreat for so long that Team Eager gets a very choice second Gold Fury of the game and the lead.
That was such great synergy coming out. Matt Koiz perfectly timing his Aegis Amulet to make sure he immunes the damage from the Athena ult. After that, Dwurst rotates in and catches them with Whirlwind before Matt Koiz can fall. Fear No Evil comes out, and they lock him under tower long enough to make sure to pick up those kills, and then eventually the Gold Fury. Eager, though, they've got the lead now. It's going to be important for them to make sure and hold it. Elevate, they're still up in kills. They're still looking to be aggressive, and I do want to see them continue to fight. But it seems to be that, it's all on aggro right now for damage.
Man, I think if Elevate drops this game, I think it's time to switch it back. I think it's time to put Pooka into the jungle and Gustavy on the support, because I just don't feel like Gustavy's putting out enough damage right now. And you can see 7,600 is decent, but not great. At least not compared to the control that Matt Koiz is putting down. I feel like even though he's doing more damage, the control isn't as high.
Group up in the mid lane once again, 3-on-3 here. Gustavy does have his ultimate, so he can get to the fight anytime he wants to. But in the jungle, Aircougar and Hoppo continuing to poke at one another. Both level 16 right now. Gold is actually dead even for them, only a 50 gold difference.
Both teams playing so safe right now. You see Aggro puts the Whirlpool down and immediately just turns tail and runs away. He's just so afraid of the 3. The game still pretty even, 1,300 gold now in favor of Eager. Hoppo taking the creeps instead of the stun opportunity. Gustavy coming in, but they're going to force Aircougar into a weird spot, but it really seems like Eager has control here.
Yeah, you can see actually Aggro gonna fall, but he does get a kill in return.
That's nice.
Pooka being aggressive. Athena charging down, but Dwurst gonna throw a 3. Sunbreaker over the top is gonna be doing a lot of damage. Koiz jumps out. Hoppo, he's gonna chase him down. One more hit. Hoppo finds there, and Gustavy makes it out as well. 2 for 2 so far. But Uzzy, he's still full life, full mana. Cougar gonna fall, and one more hit. Hoppo finds that one. Double kill for him. Now they're looking at Dwurst.
He's already slowed. Dwurst going to have a little bit of movement here. By the time they actually get out, they're not going to be able to control. I'm expecting a tier 1 tower here at the very least. Let's check in with the items now. Was this a rotation from Uzzy from teleport? Yes. So he can't get back to that solo lane quickly.
And you can see Eager, they're going to respond by taking the tier 1 in mid. I love the response from them.
Keep going.
But for me, Elevate should be able to grab a tier 2.
Yeah, they have 1 creep, a guardian, and a warrior. This should be enough. They get down the backdoor protections, and then they just burst this tower down. That's what I want to see.
Sambam, he spawned. It looks like he's going to try and defend the tier 2, but it's not going to be in time. A couple more autos. Hoppo will finish that one. And
great play.
And Elsie going to be taking a trip back to the base. 2 towers taken, 3 kills. Elevate going to now take the lead back to about 700 gold into their favor, but realistically, that's no lead, right? 24 minutes in, 700 gold is not a lead.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, at this stage, this is even, right? I mean, neither team has a major advantage going in. I mean, that amount of gold buys you some wards, right? I mean, that's about it. And if they use those wards effectively, it's possible that Elevate could, win the next team fight. But it's been 100% ride or die on these Krakens every time. I really thought Eager was going to have control over that fight, and Aggro just finds this beautiful Kraken.
I mean, right, that's what they did. They forced Hoppo out. Aircougar beat Hoppo in the 1v1, forced him out, and then we saw Elevate kind of rotate through the jungle, and Aggro, it looked like he was going to get picked off for free, though, but finds a nice Kraken and ends up trading out 1 for 1.
By the way, I got to give a shout out to Team Eager here for avoiding the PvE math. Right, a lot of players will always tell you, oh, it's always going to be this is the highest DPS, right? And a lot of times it's incorrect. And in this case, you see an Obsidian Shard being picked up for Janus, and there's no math to support that you should be buying that, right? But look, there's a Void Stone on the table, right? Which means the higher penetration mark is going to give slightly more favor to the Obsidian Shard, especially considering he went into the Focus Boots instead of the Pen Boots. This is going to allow him to have just a little bit more burst damage. So that way he doesn't have to rely on that spear activating before he gets his big hits off.
And a lot of it is that extra 30 upfront power coming out from Obsidian as well. The single shot will be hitting more, and sometimes that's what you need in these fights. You really just need to hit someone
been getting
swing.
1 hit, right? It's like, I'm going to throw the Unstable Vortex and hope for the best. Speaking of hoping for the best, Jellly currently in that position as he's way out of it. Trying for it. I don't know, does he have Sleepy?
I think it should be up. He's getting chased out. He hasn't fallen for quite some time, but there's a fight in the right lane. Jelly's going to get out. Kraken comes through, does a little bit of damage to Koiz, but he's still fine. Sambam finds the snipe, and Aggro, he's going to fall. Elevate still grouped up, and they're looking at Dwurst, but look at this. The fight has broken out. Gustavy can't chase down Koiz, can't chase down Jellly.
The portal shut down in his face. Dwurst in a lot of trouble here. Hoppo could go for the jump as well. I think Dwurst knows that he's going to get out and not going to get out of there. Hoppo finds himself on a killing spree, and what seemed like a free win for Eager turns into a 1 for 1.
Sambam hidden around the corner as well. Aircougar taking a decent amount of poke. Jellly healed up from base, and he's already back in. 4 members from Eager. They're grouped up, but it looks like Elevate, they're going to be backing off, so no more fighting anytime soon.
Did you see that? Did you see Hoppo just start up the Fire Giant?
Gustavy, his ultimate is up, so he can get there if need be, but no, they're going to actually turn and look to pick Sambam. The question is, can he get through his portal in time?
They got to block the wall here. They got to block the wall. They're doing it. He's going to go right into Uzzy. He's caught on the other side. It's going to be Koiz trying to fight into Pooka, but he's so tanky at this stage. Uzzy not going to get much out of the cavalry charge, but I don't see Koiz getting out of this one.
The abduct right now, so good coming out from Pooka, but for me, Uzzy, he knew exactly where Sambam was going to go. He was waiting exactly at that port, the point that the portal exited, and finds that kill, and now Hotbo and Gustavy, they're going to be starting up this Fire Giant. You can see Pooka playing Peel. Jellly, though, going to mez them out and get through for now.
Right, no, Dwurst is back. He's teleporting in on the top side. This is going to force the immediate retreat, but it's still a 5v3. They can fight this. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel throws them back, but it's more of a defensive measure than offensive, and they're just trying to escape now on the side of Eager.
Aggro being so aggressive. Dwurst is the target,
Welcome
though.
back.
A duck caught in the whirlpool. Aggro finds that kill. Kraken was used to chase down Aircougar. 5 members of Elevate grouped up. Aircougar and Jellly, the only 2 alive to defend this fire giant.
Man, I think we're seeing why the Eager boys decided to lock away that Poseidon. But no, Elevate's going to take FG. Blink and dash down. Does Jellly have an ultimate? He does, which means he does have level of escape with that Elevate. 17 to 11. Fire Giant ready to take this one.
I like the decision there to back off. Elevate, they find a couple picks, they find the Fire Giant, make sure they don't get too aggressive, too out of position, and lose any member. And Elevate, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't say it's their game to lose, but it's going to be hard for Eager to get back into this one. Right now, you know, Hotbo has a lead on Aircougar, and we didn't see that last game. Hotbo right now 6-1-7. This is the game that we needed him to come up big if Elevate were going to have a chance, and he's been coming up big so far.
Gold Fury going to be pressured here. Mark of the Golden Crow from max range forces Jellly away. I mean, I don't think he should make the defense here. They should probably just give this one up. They're going to have to deal with that 1,500 gold, or rather 1,750 gold loss.
2 tier 2 towers remaining for Eager. The question is, what's Elevate's decision making here? How are they going to proceed? No wards on the map really for either team, it seems. So not a lot of vision coming out.
29 minutes in. Elevate begins to group. Only Aggro separated from the team. You'll notice he's over in the right lane going for the split push. They're going to try to rely on the forced split to take down 2 towers and a Phoenix. They're going right for Dwurst once again, who's taking a lot of damage and very quickly, and he will get the whirlwind off. Pooka is the target.
And Pooka going to get blown up. Hotbo in the back line, but Aggro, he's finally rotated in. His Kraken is available, and all members grouped up. Aircougar going to fall to that one, and Matt Koiz chases out Gustavy from the fight. Aggro finds a second kill, and you know, the late rotation, it seemed to be worrying, but somehow Aggro comes out on top. Dwurst, though, teleporting in behind the team. No Whirlwind of Rage and Steel, though. It looks like he's only going to fall if he gets too aggressive here.
He tried to make like kind of a janky play. Doesn't quite work out for him. Mid Phoenix to fall. It's likely they're going to look towards the left Phoenix as well.
Sambam, one hit. Nice taunt. Uzzy finds that one. And now Elevate, they're focusing straight onto this Phoenix on the left-hand side as the tower on the right still remains. Jellly and Dwurst going to be trying to fight into it. Jellly going to actually root out too. But this fight, it's so tanky. Aggro, it looks like he's their priority, but somehow they can't lock him down. Dwurst continuing to chase him, but Elevate, they're just sticking to the Titan. Titan already at 50.
I mean, yeah, they'll probably get aggro here, but I mean, the damage has already been done. It's going to be up to Matt Koiz here. Fear no evil. Does he have it? He doesn't. They don't have a way to blow him up, but he comes online right then. Wow.
Hotbo going to be the only one alive for Elevate, and that was such a fantastic defense from Dwurst and
they're not gonna
Jellly.
let this go.
Hotbo being chased down here into the fire creeps. Just barely missed that. Whoa, look at this. I think Pooka might be baiting this.
I don't think they have the damage here. Wait, Scare's Blessing is available. They could fight that.
Doesn't look like they want to risk it, though. Probably not something that they're too inclined to throw the game. Titan, though, at about 20%, and, you know, only 1 Phoenix down. That's not the worst thing for Team Eager. That wasn't as bad as, honestly, it could have been. They lost 1 tower, 1 Phoenix, and they find 4 kills.
Well, they commit for the end, right? The risk versus reward is we lose our Fire Giant, right, versus we win the game. Right, and I think that was a smart call, especially considering how low that Titan got. That means that mid-Phoenix is now their top priority, more than Fire Giant, more than the other Phoenixes. Like, they have to control and get that Phoenix up, because if that Titan doesn't heal, a backdoor is guaranteed at this stage.
Hotbo looking for Deathbringer. Needs a little bit more gold to finish it, and currently sitting at a 20,000, the fourth highest player damage in the game, doing a lot along with Uzzy and Aggro. And Aggro, 10-6-3, such a great game for him.
See, I'm looking at Aircougar, man. I mean, even though he's negative, he's 1 negative compared to the 7-1-10 Hotbo, he's only 2,000 behind in damage. That's incredible.
I mean, he's got 20 bonus power from his passive as well.
It's true.
I mean, he's realistically swinging even. A lot of it's going to come down to those crits and who can basically get lucky in that regard.
FG, 40 seconds. Do you
Next
think
point
they're
of
gonna? Do you think they need it?
Elevate?
Do you think they, I mean, if they rush in and they blow everything on that Titan, I'm talking get the Sunbreaker, get the Kraken, if they just go all out and they can break past the front line, they have a Heavenly Agility, they have a Shell, they have beads, right? They can walk right past and just blow it up.
Realistically, they can, but the question is, do they want to risk it?
I mean, it's dangerous.
This is the land. This is the spot for the Smite World Championships. The Xbox Invitational there at $150,000. They don't want to risk it. They want to make sure that they get the guaranteed win. They're already down one game. Gustavy finds the taunt onto Aircougar. That's going to be beads forced, and Elevate, they're going to make sure to keep track of that one.
Right side tier 2 to fall. Completely uncontested. Fire Giant respawns. No one from Elevate is close, and Uzzy is just locking down Sambam.
I mean, more importantly, I mean, he has that teleport, right? He can teleport over all he wants, and honestly, doing a decent amount of damage to that Phoenix as well. It's already under half.
Oh, Gustavy getting hit by that knock.
This is a risky FG. Uzzy needs to teleport in.
Elevate's looking good right now. Matt Koiz getting a beautiful Fear No Evil. Aggro is down before the Kraken comes out. Eager starting to turn this one around. Sunbreaker doing decent damage. Hoppo still very high in health right now. Looking at Jellly. Jellly super tanky. Needs about one more shot to do it. That was a crit. And Elevate Uzzy gonna find it on the return for Aircougar.
Oh, blink in by Gustavy, but Sambam able to get out. He's looking for Jellly. Does he have the taunt? Yeah, he's actually going to go on Sambam, but Pooka and Uzzy not in position to follow up. The Phoenix in mid about to spawn, and there's no reason that this Phoenix shouldn't go down.
Trouble here for Dwurst, trying to get away. Doesn't get the second jump off. Hoppo credited with the kill. Elevate looking to close this one out. The Titan has not gained much of his health back. In fact, is still about a third. They're rushing right in. Shell was popped. They're going for it.
Doesn't look like they have many ultimates up, though. Aggro, he's the only one, but he's dead, and they're going to surround at 24. Matt Koiz going to throw out the Fear No Evil, force him out tight. 20%, it's not getting much lower. Uzzy, he's getting so forced out. One more hit. Jellly finds that kill. Titan at 8%. Titan at 6%. They're not going to be able to get this.
They're going to hold. They're going to hold. It's 3%.
2%. It's 1%.
Oh, my God. Gustavy finding the final hit, and he's got to be excited about that one.
I thought that was it. I thought they were going to hold.
If they held that, because Left Phoenix didn't die, right?
No, it was still up.
They could have pushed mid for the win.
Honestly, the only thing that was stopping them was Aggro. I mean, Aggro had died earlier at the Fire Giant fight. That is realistically something that Eager.
That's not real life. Oh my God, that was incredible, guys. We're going to take a quick break. It's 1-1, and we'll be going into game 3. Oh, wait, 1-1?
It's 1-1.
It's 1-1. I can't believe it.
It's gonna be a good set, guys.
That's incredible.
See you in a couple minutes.